What's up everyone, this is STRONG.BRO here, Big Ronnie with Mr. Brett. We're here in Sacramento at the World's Strongest Man 2022. So today we're gonna talk about Strongman final. You know, all the events we're gonna go through all the events, and then we're gonna find out who's gonna win. Or top 5. We're gonna give you the top 5 here. Let's go, Big Brett.
So our finalists, we have Tom Stoltman, Gabriel Rayom, Mitchell Hooper, Brian Shaw, Alexei Novikov, Trey Mitchell, Martins Litzis, Maxime Boudreau, Luke Stoltman, and Athor Ingolson-Nelson.
Wow, what a lineup.
Stacked final.
Oh yeah.
Super stacked. It's a tough one to call. It's a really tough one to call.
Yep. Let's go through all the events I have in the final.
So Saturday, the first event is the Knack Giants medley. So that's the loading the Knack toolboxes onto the yoke and then running the yoke. But the yoke's like 1,100 pounds, isn't it?
Oh wow, yeah, I think so. Like 500 kilos.
It's a super yoke.
Yeah.
So you gotta take that into consideration. It's not gonna be the same kind of performance that the car walk was. It's gonna be like heavier,
very heavy,
shorter. So the guys that did well with the car walk might not do as good on this one just because it's heavier.
But for the people like Brian Shaw, the heavier the better for Brian. You know.
Yeah.
I think he didn't do good on the car because it's not that fast. But with heavyweight, Brian moves very good.
Right.
So
that'll be.
I think that would be a good event for Brian. You know, people like Brian.
It'll be interesting to see what. So I mean, Mitchell Hooper, he had a monster car walk, super fast. But I haven't followed his training as closely as you have.
I saw his video. 500 kilo with 1,100 pounds.
Yeah.
He's very fast with no sleeve, nothing.
Oh wow.
Hooper, I think he has some good events in the final.
So he'll do well on that one.
Oh yeah. I think Hooper is gonna do very good on this event. I see Brian, you know, because the heavier, the better. But as always, you never can put away like Martins and Novikov. These guys, they're always improving, and I don't know, the best win, you know.
Yeah. 100%.
So we'll see.
I think the one that might form least in that one is probably Athor.
I think so too, because Gabriel Rayom, actually the Canadian monster, he showed this year he looked unbelievable for the first time at the World's Strongest Man. He just made the final, and then he beat Kevin Phelps on the start, you know, on the start off. So yeah, man,
big upset.
Yeah, but like I said, yeah, now he's against Martins, Novikov, Brian, Maxime. You know, it's not easy. It is now. It's time to, you know, to fight again against these people. You know, He has four World's Strongest Men in the final. Brian, Tom Stoltman,
Tom, Martins,
Novikov,
and Alexei. Yeah.
4 World's Strongest Men in the final this year. So
yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, you know, make a final is a dream come true. You know, for some people there, like Gabriel. You know? So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Then we have after that we have the deadlift. So same thing as like last year.
Wow.
The Knack boxes on a deadlift bar, deadlift for reps.
Wow. I mean, Trey Mitchell is very good on that one. I mean, Mitch Hooper is gonna do very good. I mean, Martins, Novikov, good deadlifter there. You know, Tom Stoltman. You know, maybe Luke Stoltman is gonna lose some points there. You know, oh man, yeah, what a lineup.
Tom always surprises me with
very good
how well he can do deadlift for reps.
Yep.
I feel like I always think, oh, he's not super well known for a deadlift, but then he does a deadlift for reps and he's able to bust out.
Very good. Very good events for Tom Stoltman.
How's Brian? So the second event on Saturday is the deadlift for reps. It's like around 750.
Yeah, around 750 pounds,
like
350, 340 kilos. Yeah.
Okay. So we got You got Tom, Gabriel, Mitchell, Brian, Alexi, Trey, Martinez, Maxime, Luke, and Athor, the finalists. Who's gonna have the most success?
I mean, I see like in this stack lineup in the final, everyone is good on the deadlift. Everyone is a good deadlifter except Maxime Boudreau. You know, I mean, when you look Maxime Boudreau and Gabriel Riom is decent deadlifter. He's not like a huge deadlifter. But all after Athor is decent deadlifter. He's okay. You know, he's not like the best deadlifter out there, but yeah, all these guys I think looks like Martinez, man, he's a monster, especially when it comes for reps. You know, he's very good deadlifter for reps.
Yeah.
Trey Mitchell, he's a beast. You know, he's very good on deadlift. Luke Stallman, maybe he's gonna do okay. You know, and I think Luke Stallman for reps is decent. He's good too. You know, but like who we got to? Tom Stallman is gonna do very good on deadlift. I think. And Mitch Hooper, man, he's the king of deadlift out there. I think he's the best deadlifter in the final. So I think Mitch Hooper is gonna win the deadlift.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Looking at the lineup, I would probably agree with that, just based on what I've seen, what little I've seen of him so far. Like, obviously he has a super massive like max, but like the way that he was able to go through all 5 of the bars on the ladder, and I think he did it in the fastest time as well.
Everyone, so all the group.
He did all 5, and he did them really fast. I think that translates well into a deadlift for reps.
Makes sense.
What about like if you think about like people like last year's performance, people that did this event last year? Do you remember who stood out last year, and whether it's gonna? Do you think it's gonna translate into this year?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's same. They have same. The last year in the final, I think they have same. They did the same. Like it
was deadlift for reps. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I remember Tom doing pretty well.
Yeah, Trey Mitchell.
With that as well. Yeah, Trey had a lot.
I remember last year. I remember Maxime Boudreau was last on the final, and then he still made the podium last year. He was the last on that event. Yeah.
So it's good that it's good for him that it's only the second event.
Yep.
Then he can come back.
Yeah. Exactly.
From all that.
Yeah, it's gonna cost him. It's definitely gonna cost him a lot of points on the events. You know, we all know. I think Luke, Maxime, and Gabriel and Athor, they're gonna do okay on that.
They're definitely gonna be at the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, definitely. Trey Mitchell, Tom Stallman, Martin Slisis, Novikov. You know, these guys, they're gonna destroy the deadlift. That's for sure. You know, on the final. So. And Brian Shaw is going to do good too.
Where's he? But do you think he's going to be like the top, or do you think he's going to be more the middle?
Who?
Brian Shaw.
Brian Shaw is going to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Definitely. You know, I mean, last year Brian Shaw he managed 9 reps. You know, Brian Shaw.
Was it 9?
Year. Yeah, 9 reps last year. So we see what he's going to do this year.
Do you remember what the most reps last year was?
Oh, I think 10 reps. I think the most. Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It'll be interesting to see how Mitchell Hooper.
Yeah, I definitely can give this one for.
I'm excited to see that.
Oh, I definitely gonna give this one for Hooper. Definitely, you know. So let's move for the next one.
Okay.
Great.
So event 3 on Saturday, we have the Flintstone barbell press. So that's the behind. A lot of guys have been training behind the neck, but they can go behind the neck, or they can go from in front.
The front.
They can go from the chest as well. But I think a lot of guys have been going from the back because I think the range of motion is shorter.
Yeah.
So you can, because that's a max event.
But when you think about that events, the best people can push a huge weight. They didn't make the final.
Who?
Like Pablo Cordiaca.
Yeah.
Pat Dwyer.
Yeah.
Adam Bishop, he hit 220 kilos, 485.
Yeah.
He didn't make the final two. I mean, I tell you, I congratulate him.
You did. You congratulated Adam Bishop after he loses the stone off. To which he promptly replied while walking away, "For what?" It was amazing.
Yeah. Let's go through the athletes.
We have Martins. He's been pretty been training that event a lot, putting that on social media. I think I saw him do definitely over 400 pounds.
Let's start like from the bottom to the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
not from the bottom, like let's go for the
yeah, who you think is not going to do super well on that?
Yeah, and then go
So I mean, you have Gabriel Rayom. I haven't seen him train the overhead press at all, but
yeah,
I feel like he's just kind of gonna be the underdog because he wasn't supposed to get in, Like
exactly.
Everyone thought that Kevin Ferris was gonna beat him in that stone off.
That is true.
And he didn't. So like anything he does,
this is good.
Is gonna be bonus.
Yeah, that is true. I agree.
So yeah, I honestly don't know much about him, about how he's been training or anything like that.
Yep, me too. I agree with that.
Athor.
I thought actually he's a very good presser, but I didn't show any video like on his pressing lately. I just see his log lift actually.
That's gonna be the thing though, is that like I don't know if somebody's like regular overhead press is going to translate into the Flintstone press, because the Flintstone press, a lot of these guys are training more like Olympic style and trying to do that split jerk, trying to get their body under the bar. So I think the ones that are going to do well on it are the more dynamic movers.
Yep.
So the guys that maybe aren't as big. So like, this might be an event that, Brian Shaw, God bless him, maybe he won't do as well in it because like he's just more of like a raw power guy because he's so massive. But
I saw his pressing, actually he didn't do that good, he pressed I think around 200 kg, which is like 440 in the gym, but it was hard on the top.
Yeah.
So he didn't hold it. He couldn't hold it. So.
Right. Maxime had that one press video where he said, it felt real comfortable, but I feel like he didn't lock it out, and he didn't lock it out for very long. If he did reach lockout, so it'd be interesting to see how he does there.
I mean, Maxime Boudreau, he's a monster. We all know Maxime is a monster presser, but this event is completely different than, I don't know, if he's gonna do it like behind the neck, it's definitely gonna be hard for him. But when we saw like the last video, he didn't hold the bar, so it's not a good
because he was relying more on his press than the dynamic movement of dropping underneath the bar. So I think I think people are going to be surprised at who does well in this, because I think it's going to actually be the people that are better movers as opposed to like powerful
Definitely.
pressers.
I agree, 100%.
So like again, we've been talking him up a whole bunch because he just has blown everyone away. But Mitchell Hooper, he's a very dynamic mover.
Wow. But I think the video he did in the gym, he pressed on the front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not gonna do. I don't think he's gonna do the behind neck, the leg drive or something. He pressed at 215, which is around 470.
Okay.
In the front,
okay.
With more in the tank. I think I genuinely believe he can press 220 kg, so 485 on the front, which is enough to be on the top 2 or the top 3.
What about Luke and Tom, the Stolman brothers?
The Stolman brothers, we all know Luke is one of the best, if not the best in the world presser, log lift. But like I said, it's different lift.
Right.
Luke Stolman, he didn't look good like behind the neck. So I'm sure he's gonna press, in the front too. So if he can press, I mean, for over 450 or 470, he would be on the mix. We all know he's a huge presser, but like I said, it's a different presser.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Luke is gonna do good, but not as like. I think this one, I give this one for Martins or like a guy like Novikov.
Yeah. It's the guys that have been there, the guys that have the experience, plus are the more agile, the more dynamic movers.
They use that the jerk,
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's all about